I was canvassing, and as I was going door to door, I was praying that God would give me a divine appointment. I felt like I really needed that experience to continue growing in faith in God, and the thought came into my mind after I had prayed that to just trust and obey God and keep going. So as I kept going, it was about like 30 minutes later, and I got to the end of my street, and there was a car wash at the end. I normally don't do businesses, but I decided to do it anyways. So I went around the business, and I see this man outside of his car on his phone. So I go up to him and I start canvassing him, but he's really not interested. He's on his phone, and he was like, yeah. And after a while, he started asking me questions about what we were doing, about the books, and he got really interested and started telling me how when he was young, he was interested in the Bible. But when he went to the army, he saw things that really disturbed his view on God. And he knew there was a higher power, but not much other than that. And he kept telling me how Christians weren't reflecting the Christ they worshipped. So I showed him The Great Controversy and how the book was about the conflict between good and evil throughout all of history. And what God intended Christianity to be was not what it turned out to be. And so he ended up being very interested in all of the spiritual books I had, including The Steps to Christ and Great Controversy. So he got all of them, and I offered to pray with him before leaving, and he was like, wow, I haven't prayed in years. And so I was like, great, this is the perfect time to pray. So I prayed with him, and it was such a blessing for him, the prayer and the books. He was very thankful, and I was very thankful as well, because God had given me the divine appointment that I had been asking for just 30 minutes before. And so it was just a great blessing to see that God would even use me to help someone else, to share His gospel. And this experience has helped me a lot to have more faith and trust in God, and it's experiences like this that make canvassing worthwhile.